Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LPL matchup.
This game, that wasn't necessarily the problem, but 1xN, yeah, maybe it's too much to give that. UCal might be walking into a mid-jungle here. That's a bit dangerous.
Yeah, that was bold from UCal. He's forced to flash away, and he will just be chased down. UCal just gifts Milky Way 400 gold.
The way that you don't expect coming through. Well, that's what unexpected is. But Beitron, see if he can combo up with that one again. Is off of Vision.
Oh, Doctor in so much trouble here. Big damage there. Root comes up through True Shot Barrage onto life and a flash to finish the job. Milky Way, though, maybe can carry. 3v3 here. His Feather caught by the Swirlsea. Milky Way looking for the multi-ultimate and will find two. Beitron, the target, is in flies Doctor, but they don't have the damage to finish the job. And 1xN is still firing away, still hitting these Mystic shots. ZDZ now caught in the top side as well. Will the fights ever end?
Either. UCal jumps in, immediately has to pop the Buster shot. Now Milky Way alive, they are full HP. They see this on the sweeper.
Oh, I thought he was going to get the recall, but no. Beitron caught. The shield's coming up through as well as Milky Way pulled into the death rope, flashes over the wall, but so does Hoya and finds his 1v1. Now Care tries to answer off the back of the death rope, but that is one beefy Mordekaiser, and he's shredding FPX. Beitron here with the shields to set up his carries. His Feather might fall. The Q3 finds him, but ZDZ gives his own life to make that happen. Care and Life baiting in River because Doctum's not far away.
He manages to get one back, but I mean, most of this play is FPX biting off more than they could shoot.
Oh, hang on. Grub's happening to Beitron. Manages to steal one. It's a good knockup coming out from Life as here comes Hoya. He's beefy, but that's two asleep and Beitron won't fall. The shields are gone, and it means FPX can push on forwards. Feather will fall as well, and it's two for the Birds of Red.
Right, so FPX bit off more than they could chew in the fight before this. Now it's TT's turn to do the same. 5 grubs over to FPX, 1 is...
Hang on, deep TP, speaking of the Mordekaiser, Hoya behind enemy lines, and he looks immediately for Milky Way. Where you gonna go, little dear? I want myself a 1v1. The big man of metal turns out pretty good against Wildlife. Who could have seen that coming?
Chomps down again, swings the mace down, and Milky Way goes down with it. Milky Way, much better early game from him on the whole, but he's not been immune to the shenanigans of this early game. This is important. What did we say before this? There were problems with giving up those 2 dragons to the Grubs team. They are still going to give them... Oh, Hoya's just fought himself now.
Oh, Doctor looking to grab himself a kill as well. Hoya should go down. The shields, though, come through. Actually, Hoya turns out completely invincible.
Oh, he does have an ability which helps him do that, but so FPX, they get themselves that tower on top side, but they do give up that dragon on bot side. TT, they don't get at least hit with that really annoying question of what do you do against a dragon stacking Grubs team. That'll be something which they solve through, but they do lose themselves that tower on the top side.
Bringing his best here in playoffs. Remember, it's single elimination at this early stage of playoffs. And FPX already 1 game down. They're going to do everything they can to fight back into this series. And so far, with a 2,000 goal lead and a Herald in the mid lane, they're looking like a favorite here in the second game. That's a second tower and a double knockup from Life as well. Beautiful bit of play from FPX, and they're all out from ZDZ. Takes himself to the wrong side of the map and suddenly has to flash over the wall instead. But nobody going down. ZDZ 1 HP is 1xN hunting for the Mystic shot, but UCal flashed away from the knockup, and 1xN finishes ZDZ. Now they look for more as Feather finds that Zenith played, and TT answer the mid lane.
Still there, and you have the root callers too. Is really, really nasty. Great flash predict there from Beitron.
Yep, Beitron and Feather rolling the map for FPX. And I do feel like this game is being accelerated, which, with an Ivan double AD carry composition...
They have themselves a dragon up in a minute. They could choose to leave this one go, but I think they're also ready to fight as well, unless UCal does this.
Double knockup comes out from Life, but it's a huge play from FPX. Double sleep to follow up as well. Who needs to get rid of the Ivan shields when you just get rid of the Ivan?
From 0 to 0, that's UCal hitting the ground once.
FPX, are they willing to stick around and try and find a fight here? Feather is going to be the one to face check. Did they really get a second kill in the exact same way as the last
mid lane?
What?
Solo kill.
Doctum's been solo killed by 1xN off the screen, and suddenly TT are well in for the Drake.
So FPX back off of the dragon, realize they don't have any ultimates, but they still stick around long enough to die to a random kill to the Ezreal. That's going to give a dragon over the TT. This should have been the game-changing...
It was last year, it's only his 3rd split. Not looking like it here as UCal could be caught in the top side. Great Buster shot. Is it enough though? Flash from Life. And there's the charm. ZDZ even TP'd in just to steal away the kill from Care, to be honest. But that's Baron potentially. 30 seconds until UCal's back.
So FPX realize they're not winning through mid lane, they win on the side, they start up the Baron, but can they deal with 1xN?
1xN's got to get damage out. That's a big chunk onto Care. ZDZ tries to flank, but Feather's there on the front line. Big damage onto ZDZ, but he's so hard to get through, and he just buys time for the team. They get into the pit, and it's taken by Doctor. ZDZ will surely finally fall. 1xN gets him, and in the meantime, Hoya has bought space for his team. He's bought time for his team. Is it enough to finish the health bars? Beige1 and 1xN and Feather have to make the chase down. Milky Way clears the minion wave as the rest of FPX are just going to try and reset in the brushes. Doctum abandoned by his team, and he will fall, but it's only 2 in trade for Baron.
You still take that as FPX. That trade of 2 for Baron still working out. These fights, yes, but it has been hard fought in terms of the macro.
UCal actually sticks around in the top side. FPX will be able to grab themselves a tier 2 as well as that Drake. So, you know, pushing the top side and trade for the Drake, that would be fine. But pushing the top side and also losing the tier 2 on the bottom side, not ideal for TT really, as they continue to fall further behind. This could be the last they play. But if they make it further into playoffs, there's still a chance of making it to regionals, especially for FPX, who did well in spring. There's a reasonable chance of making it to regionals and potentially making it to worlds, even if you don't go that far in playoffs. But 1xN's gone too deep. He was the hero. He was meant to carry the team, and he's caught out of position. And it means the rest of TT fall asunder. FPX, just when it looked like they were out, just after being destroyed in game number 1, they find their moment and decimate TT. Fantastic little fight coming out from them. Great pick. And it's turned into an inhibitor, and it might just turn into the game.
Well, FPX won out in the macro. They set up the jaws to be shot onto 1xN in the mid lane. The hero of TT finds himself at an inglorious end.
FunPlus Phoenix rise from the ashes after losing game number 1. It's a tired old analogy for the team, but just when you think it's been used to death, it rises.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.